Hello. So I'm going to be doing an interview on a couple of Afro Latinas, which I am and my family is. So I'm going to be interviewing people that's not my family and who are my family. And my first one is Iris. So I'm going to ask her a couple of questions of how she feels about it. See you guys. This is going to be a documentary. So this is my first time doing something like this. I'm very, 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 very excited. And she's my first interview, so let's see how it goes. Okay, beautiful. So the next question was, when you told someone you was Latina, were you the first Afro-Latina that they seen your skin complexion, and did you have to like explain to them like we come in many shades and stuff like that, or people think that people that you introduce yourself to are like you, open-minded?
I think so. I think what you exude inside, that's what's drawn to you. I'm into the arts.
Okay.
So, I mean, and that's, being into the arts is what kind of drew me in the Bronx too. And I felt like in the Bronx, it's like all over. So I didn't have to deal with that, you know, at that particular time, you know, in my life where I was more social, you know what I mean? I didn't really talk about it much when I was younger, so like elementary and junior high school, even high school, I didn't really talk about it much. It was never a topic. It was never a better than, less than type of thing, like really, you know. So, but I did see I did see, like I said, a cultural difference between boroughs.
Oh, okay.
With it, though, to be honest, you know what I mean? As a matter of fact, now that I'm even mentioning it, when I was spending a lot of time in the Bronx, I remember coming back to Brooklyn, and I was actually in a conversation with a group of girls, and I think I was, if I'm not mistaken, I was the only Hispanic girl in the circle, and we were all the same complexion. Okay. And I remember one of them saying they didn't like going to the Bronx because there was a lot of Spanish people there. So and I was like, what do you mean by that? And you know, she was like, they just, it's different. And I was like, well, I had to say, well, I'm Hispanic, so that's why I wanted to know what you meant by that. She was like, no, you're different. And I'm like, I don't understand what that means. Like, I don't know what you're implying. You know what I mean? And the funny thing is, she was lighter than I was, you know, but she was an African American girl. But that was the first time I've, heard, and I felt like I was curious to know what she meant, but because she figured out, because again, I don't go around saying I'm Latina, right? Like I don't go around doing that. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And again, there's nothing wrong with people that do that, but I'm just not, particularly like that. Right. You know, so I was just wondering I wanted to know why. Like, I felt bad that she felt that way. Like, what was, your reason? But she never expressed it. So, but I mean, it was there, and then it just like went away for me, because again, I don't care about that like that. Right. So, yeah, but now that you're digging,
that was a good. I remember. That was good. It's my first time hearing this too.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that conversation.
And last but not least, would you like to teach anybody, like, leave them with something that is like they can take with this conversation, like teach them what this means and how they can use this in everyday life, how they can be open? What would you like to leave them with? Like, what's your message about your culture and that you would like to, show them or tell them?
Well, just like how I explain and express it with my children, at the end of the day, to be honest, it's all about your heart. Again, there's nothing wrong with being proud of where you come from, and I love where I come from. I think it's a beautiful place. I think we're, beautiful people. We love to feed people. You know what I mean? Like, we like to nourish and care, and I'm pretty sure every other ethnicity could say the same. Right. You know what I mean? But that's just the point. Like, every culture have, a beautiful thing about them. So I would say, for one, embrace, who you are. And it can even be beyond what your culture say too. Correct. At the same time. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, You know, an individual is an individual. So, you know, don't set boundaries for yourself because of it, and don't, you know, be ashamed as well. Be proud of who you are. Learn, you know. I had to recently even learn more on my dad's side too, you know, things that I've never even learned before, which is amazing. So I think that's a beautiful thing. Always learn where things come from, and even learn other people's ethnicity, you know what I mean? Because you realize that you have a lot in common.
Right.
You know, like I've learned that there's many foods that are, you know, the same, similar. You know what I mean? Just named different or even cooked different and stuff like that. So, you know, I think, you know, you should embrace again who you are, where you come from, and then also, you know, learn other, you know, ethnicities and find the harmony in it all.
Wow, that was beautiful. Oh. Girl. That was so beautiful. Well, this is Iris. Thanks for letting me interview you.
No problem.
This is the first time we spoke about this.
Yeah, it wasn't premeditated or anything.
I was rolling the questions as I was going, and it's nice to hear her opinion and her thoughts and her life stories about these things, because we're both Latina.
Yes.
We'll talk more about that.
Yes.
But definitely, this was really cool, and it was like a deep conversation. And
yeah, it's interesting. My husband, we actually had, like, we went live one time, and he wanted to know why I wasn't Puerto Rican enough. So I think I have faced more of those posing questions with my husband than I did with anybody else.
Oh, okay.
Because he feels like I should reap the benefits of being Puerto Rican, and I'm like, I don't see things the way he sees it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
And what's the benefits to him?
To him is going to stores, because in California there's a lot of, you know, Spanish-speaking people in different stores. So he wants me to come into the stores, and part of living in Cali are the helicopters. But anyway, speaking Spanish to them.
Yeah,
and
my
stuff
friends
like that.
say the same.
And I'm like, but you know what? That's why I said embrace who you are. You know, it's like my upbringing. I spent most of my time with my mom. She didn't really speak Spanish to us like that. We heard English songs most of the time. She barely even, you know, but she speaks fluent Spanish. She can read it, write it.
Her first language.
You know what I mean? And yeah, she went to school in Puerto Rico. Like, she was in kindergarten out there. You know what I mean? But she's just was drawn to English, and that's how I was raised. But on my dad's side, to be honest, the reason why I do know Spanish is because of that side. Because my grandmother only listened to Spanish music. My dad only played Spanish music.
She don't know English, don't you?
She does know English.
Oh, okay.
But that's her, you know, that she was born and raised out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? She came out here as an adult. So that's all, you know, she knows. But with that being said, you know, that's the reason why I'm the way I am. You know what I mean? It's not because I'm trying not to, or I'm not trying to reap the benefits.
Right.
Because he thinks it's like an easy pass and stuff. But I'm like, I want you to like me for who I am. I don't, you know. And
that part.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
That's so true.
So that's what he was like, yeah, but loving you for who you are is Puerto Rican. I said, but if that is, then why it can't be the Puerto Rican that I'm giving you?
Because if I was
why it has to
Asian,
be a typical,
if I was black, you would love me? Or because we know the same language, or because I know more than one language, that you love me more.
But you know what? What I've learned with him is he likes culture. He likes ethnicity, like he likes the different cultures, the language and stuff. You know what I mean? So I feel like if that's what you like, then why don't we sit down and you tell me to speak to you in Spanish? But don't tell me I'm not Spanish enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Oh, that's so this is the beginning of my Afro Latina like situation. I want to grow, and I want to interview more people, family, friends. I want this to be like a documentary series. That'd
be cool, because I would like to even know through their eyes what it is to be, you know, Hispanic or Afro Latina. Yeah. You know, because that's more of a trend now, right? To say Afro, but me, I grew up saying Hispanic. Right. You know what I mean? But yeah, but I mean, it's so much. Even we're out here. It's deep. Yeah, it is, because out here I've seen more of a difference, but more with like Mexicans and stuff like that, you know, than I did in New York. It's totally different, you know. Really? So that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, and a lot of them are my complexion too, though. You know what I mean? But they yeah, they're together, which is a beautiful thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So if I have some more questions for her, there'll be a part 2. But it's gonna grow, and I want to inform my YouTubers. You know,
Yeah.
I don't have a name for y'all, but yeah, YouTubers.
Yeah.
So I want to inform y'all. I want to learn, and I want to know everybody's story, and I want this to grow.
Right.
So she's my first of many.
Yay.
And it's so cool.
You could have did mommy, girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna do mommy too.
Yeah, I would like to see her and Tia Alicia's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the beginning
Ayo.
of Afro Latinas. Yes, all that. So it's gonna be lit, and I'm so excited to start this. This is a project for me, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time.
I support this. This is awesome.
Thank you so much. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have fun on my channel. You're gonna learn on my channel. You're gonna meet new faces, new people. Everything is gonna be all new, and I don't want my channel only to be one thing. Like I said, I like to dibble and dabble in many
Diversity.
things. Yes,
See?
I want you to get to know me, what I'm interested in, and then y'all can teach me stuff too.
That's right.
So I love all of you. I hope y'all fell in love with Iris. So I don't know what you're gonna go up first, but we have a vlog coming up. We got a video we just shot,
Yes.
and we have a documentary. So we have so much footage in California, and I'm visiting her. So I want to get a lot of stuff done. You know, I love you so much.
I love you too, Mama.
Thanks for kicking it with Ivy.
Or I should have worn my
Don't
shirt.
forget, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe. So one more
Yes.
time.
Subscribe, please. Hit that bell for the notifications.
Bye.